Yes, we're live, you guys. I'm so happy. Yesterday, I tried to go live here on YouTube and it wouldn't allow me. I think it was just the internet issue or connectivity, something. But here I am today, and I want to talk to you about the possibility of what if, just what if, think for a second, for a minute, what if you could be the next six-figure earner among all the people you know, in your family, in your friends, circles, among your colleagues, wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, think about a possibility. Maybe you are already an entrepreneur and you have your own business. This is the kind of people that I'm talking to the most. So I'm just going to assume that you already have a business or you want to have a business or you're entrepreneurial at heart. That's why you came across this channel specifically and you want to create some profit. And of course, you're not going to stop at like earning a couple of $100 on top of you already having, or a couple of thousands. I'm talking about six figures. What if you could be that next person that is earning six figures a year for starter? I know this idea might be so scary for many, and it might be also kind of very cynical idea like, yeah, right, I've tried before. I get that. I get that. I work with entrepreneurs like yourself. I work with people who already have their online businesses. Some of them don't have their businesses yet, and they already know that they have some limiting beliefs, conditioning, something that is stopping them from believing even the idea of six figures. And I want you to think about that for a bit, just a little bit. Like, when was the moment that you started doubting that you can earn that kind of money? Might not even be six figures. Like, when was that moment when you stopped believing that you can have it better in life that you already have? When was that moment? Was it a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago? Was it when you were at age 21 and you realized, well, life is going to be tough for you? When's the moment? And maybe you don't remember that exactly. Maybe you don't know what happened, but you know that somewhere around summertime, when you were, let's say, 2 months, 6 months, maybe you were 2 years into your business and you realized, well, it's going to be tough. I might never make it. What if I never make it? And you started really questioning yourself and undermining your own beliefs. And maybe the belief was never there in the first place. So I want to help you to turn that over and around today. Because in the first place, you want to be asking yourself, well, do I know any people who are earning six figures? You might not know them personally, you might not know them by name, but you might see them. You might know them from social media. You might be following some of those people. Of course, you know some of those kind of people who are very famous and they're in your face, like wherever you go, on YouTube, on TikTok, on all social media. So you know people who have achieved that. And you may be thinking, well, they're somehow special. They had this really great gift of XYZ, which I don't have. You might be thinking, well, they were just lucky. They had the support, they had the background, they had the education, experiences prepare them for a success like this. And I want to tell you that the majority of people I know that have six figures are nothing really special. And I don't mean it in an arrogant way, or I'm not diminishing their success. I'm just saying that if you see someone, if you know someone else who is making six figures in their business, that is actually a proof that it's doable, that somebody has achieved that. So it's possible. And that means that you can do the same. The fact that you haven't made six figures yet is not a relevant proof because you haven't tried. You didn't have the tools, you didn't have the resources, you didn't have the support that is required to reach six figures. Why I'm talking about this is because there are so many people who actually want that kind of profit, that kind of success in their business, but they are not willing to do that kind of level of commitment. Why I'm talking about commitment is because you never know what it took for those people to get to six figures, right? And from the outside, it might look like, oh, it's really easy, or oh, it's just really you follow a step-by-step process, which is quite often a predicament anyway. You need to follow certain steps, you need to have a plan, you want to have a strategy, right? But you need to actually work it out. You need to work out that strategy and you have to keep with that strategy. Most of the entrepreneurs I know, they would give up very, very soon into their business. And I'm not saying like quitting the business completely and abandoning it and maybe getting a 9 to 5 job. What I'm talking about is actually mentally letting themselves go, completely stopping themselves from believing. And maybe one of those entrepreneurs who has an income. Maybe you have nice money from a spouse. Maybe you have a government pension. Maybe you have some kind of benefit or savings or even some other passive income like I had when I started my coaching business. So it's actually allowing you to survive so you don't have to go to finding a job. But then it also is not creating the fire underneath your butt to go and get those six figures, right? Because you have the money to survive, to have a life, to kind of like not being in struggles, but also you're not moving anywhere with your business. And if you are in that position, you might be quite comfortable, even though you're saying you don't like it. You might be saying, I'm not happy in this situation. But because you have the support, because you have the income and you're good at getting money from unexpected sources, maybe like unexpected returns, like tax return, whatever that is, right? You're getting the money, you are surviving, you are living off that money, and nothing is actually pressing you to get that income from your business. And if that's you, if that's really you, I know you are a free spirited person. You are in your business because you want to create that freedom for yourself, for your family, for the other people that you will be helping in your business. You have a plan, you have a vision, or at least you had. And then somewhere on the journey, during the journey, it kind of just disappeared because it seemed to be too hard. It seemed like going nowhere. And if you are that person, I'm asking you, but are you willing to recommit to yourself? Are you willing to recommit to six figures business again? You might be saying, but I don't need that kind of money. It's not the fact that you need that money, it's the fact that it's your soul's wealth. It's absolutely the money that your soul has created for you. And it's yours. And it's calling you. And it's here for you to grab. It's here for you to grab. And you haven't grown into the shoes of that six-figure earner. So I'm just talking about this today because I know that if you had this idea of becoming a six-figure earner once in your life, that's an idea that it's still live inside of you, whether you believe it in it or not anymore. It's still there. And I'm here to tell you, if you once had that idea, you can absolutely refresh that idea and just take the inspiration from others. Look around yourself, like other people who are earning six figures. If so, yes, then it's doable. And then the next question is, so why am I not doing it yet? Why is my business not there yet? What am I doing wrong? Well, the thing is that you need to be asking yourself these three questions. And the first question is about the product or your service. Are you selling something that is in high demand? Is what you offering to people actually wanted by your audience? The second one is, do you have business set up in a way that it's working for you? That you don't have to be spending every breathing and living minute working on your business. And the moment you close your laptop or you go on vacations or you just fall ill or something, then your business stops because it doesn't work without you. That's not business, that's a trap. And I've been there myself. You guys, when I started my business 6 years ago, I was working 8+ hours. By the time I had my baby 3 years ago, I was exhausted and my business totally collapsed because I was not ready. My business was not ready for me to step back to cut down the hours. When I realized that my business is kind of like just surviving and I wanted to go back, which I couldn't really truly because I was able only to work a couple of hours a day, not even every day. And I didn't even want to work so much as before. I realized my business is not sustainable. And then the third thing is, am I actually making business? Am I actually making profit in my business? If you're not making profit in your business, well, then it's really hard to sustain that business because you have nothing to fuel you back. You have not the money to reward yourself for your work. You can't fuel back into the business. You cannot innovate. You cannot do all those things. And then the worst part of that is actually your loved ones, your family looking at you like, but why are you doing this for? What are you getting out of it? Especially if they see your frustration, because it can be really frustrating. You guys, I had a little baby, and every single minute that I spent on my business, I felt like I'm stealing away from my baby the time that I should be with her. And when she was napping or like she didn't need me, I was feeling like I'm stealing the time for myself because I really needed a time for myself to be resting, to be taking care of myself, all those things, and I just didn't do it. Well, the hard lesson was my back literally broke, and I was forced to take more time for myself to heal and take care of myself, and there was just not enough time for my business. The business I'm talking today, the model of a passive income online business that I'm talking about today, is has all three boxes ticked. Absolutely, because it's a digital product that so many people want right now. So many people want to learn how to do digital marketing, how to promote, how to sell on social media without being salesy, without, talking to friends and family and bothering everyone around, without actually call DMing people or cold calling people or spending the time on sales calls. And then, not even anyone is buying from those sales calls. That's what I'm talking about. The product which is in high demand. I'm talking about automation that is literally working for you behind the scenes and you don't have to be there 24/7 and you can step away. Because there is a funnel, there are people who are signing up to your website, they're going through a nurturing email sequence, they are learning about the business, they are learning about a product, they can go to a live webinar, they're getting invitations, and they might be buying off that email sequence. And the third thing is, what was the third thing I wanted to be talking about? Yeah, it's the time. It's the time that nobody's going to give you back. When you're young, when you feel like you have all the time on your hands, you may be willing to be working 8+ hours and weekends, but when and maybe not even that anymore. And the older I get, I'm realizing nobody's getting me back my time. Nobody is paying me for those hours that I'm spending on my business, doing social media when I'm not getting clients. And nobody's gonna give me that time back. So it's so precious that I can be doing this business within 2 hours a day. You guys, you only need a phone, Wi-Fi, or a laptop, and really truly willingness to learn new things that will teach you how to do the business. And you learn and you earn as you go, while you're growing, while you're already, implementing everything. There is no long period of time before you can start. You do the plugging in into the done for you business, you're setting up your business and it's done, and then you don't touch it. You don't touch that ever. It's done for you and it's working. Hello, on social media where everything is live and the links are always like floating somewhere on internet, somewhere there, and people can discover you anytime, whether you're sleeping, whether you're cooking, whether you're traveling the world, or just resting next to the pool. That's the beauty of the business, that it's discoverable all the time, and you don't have to be paying for ads or doing any kind of like, expensive marketing or hiring experts and funnel experts and digital like managers, all those kind of things. You don't have to. One of investment, no monthly payments, no monthly payments. You're not obligated to pay anyone anything over the coming months, like on a monthly basis, because it's your business. And you're still getting training, and you're still getting the support, and you still have the community that's cheering for you, and it's just like your biggest supporter. This is the breakthrough that everybody needs who is struggling with their own business. You haven't probably gotten to the point to a breakthrough because you've given up way too early. And I don't know where the point is. I don't know when the biggest breakthrough is going to happen for you, when you're going to finally, like, some of the things will click in and you will start seeing changes in your business. But you cannot give up before. And for many businesses or entrepreneurs, that means that they've given up way before that has happened. And very often it has happened just before your biggest breakthrough. And it doesn't mean that you quit your job, sorry, that you quit your business completely, just that you abandoned yourself. You stop trusting your business, yourself, the process, and that it's gonna happen for you. That's why this blueprint is so important, because it will not let you sleep. It will give you the breakthrough if you allow that. It will allow for you to create that future, that freedom that you want with the profit. It's gonna teach you how to do that, because it's designed in a way that is leading to your success. There are thousands and thousands succeeding with this business. By the way, it's giving you 100% of profit. There's no MLM, no recruiting, no hiring people, no paying anyone off anything for anyone. Nobody's getting rich out of what you do. You're not getting any profit from anyone that somebody else is doing. Everyone is at the same level within the community. And where one person is winning, there are many more winning. Don't you want to be doing business in a different way that you've been doing it so far? Don't you just want to be part of a winning team and be motivated by other people's success? And when you see those wins coming in the community, and people are saying, I just had my first win today, I just saw it's like my third million. It's in South African currency, so I have no idea what it means by like standards of dollars, but it's like a third million while she's traveling with her family. And I'm thinking, oh, this is just extraordinary. These are normal, common people like you and me. Nothing special about them. Many of them started with not even being able to put bread on the table for their families. And they were just finally like, I'm giving up. I don't know how to do this thing, which is called life, and making money in this life, and having a happy life. And I'm gonna give it all in. But this is it. This is it. If you're ready to give it all in, to kind of like go for it, like make something really happen out of your life, this is the program for you. This is the product that you need. This is the passive income that you need, whether you have a business or not. Because it's super easy to learn. There are thousands and thousands learning it, no matter the age, no matter the expertise or education level or whatever you might be thinking. If you're thinking you're too old, you're not. If you're thinking you are not experienced enough, that's not the truth either, because no experience is needed. You just need a willingness. You just need to want your life be different. You just need to want to be that next six-figure earner. You cannot give up on yourself, because you don't have to. Maybe you've given up on yourself before, but now you don't. You don't have to, because there is a way how to learn how to make profit. 1 in 20 people who sign up to your website are going to buy. That's the statistics. It's just like, it's been measured, it's been proven, and it's been tested, and many are delivering the results, and even better results than that. There are people who are making multiple thousands a day. Our mentor, the mentor, Michelle, she is creating like monthly 60, 70, I don't know how many, thousand every month. And she's just doing the same that everyone is doing in this community. And she's working um, on her business 2 hours a day, like everyone else. The rest of the time, she's pouring into the community. She's giving the training. She's supporting people. She's like doing everything and anything possible to create thousands and thousands of six-figure earners with this community, because this is what's her vision. And this is what I got so excited about actually as well. I saw finally, maybe for the first time in my life, with this program, really the opportunity to make six figures. When I saw the Legacy Builders program, what is it about? Like what it does, when I purchased that, I was like, holy moly, could this be it? Could this be the program, the thing that thing that I need to get to six figures? And I heard a yes. I heard a yes. I was just like, man, this might be the thing. What if this was the thing? I'm gonna make it the thing that is creating six figures. I'm gonna make it into a freedom machine that it's literally bringing income on a daily basis, whenever and anytime during the day, anytime during the week, anytime during the year, because it's so amazing. Imagine if I had this when I had my baby, when I was in hospital for like 5, 6 days. I would not need to worry about being online, even though I was online in my bed because I was just trying to save my business. But I could still have, the automation behind that would be working behind that. I would not need to ask my husband to like have my husband ask me for money to get to the hospital because we were so short on money back then. I would not need to ask my family for support. I would not need to. A moment of my life, which was supposed to be the happiest, the most, you know, celebrated, was accompanied by a lot of worries because of the financial situation we were in. And I was just like so miserable. I did not understand how we could get into that. If I knew this, I would probably not need to worry. I would probably have, like I would I would get ready for it in a way easier way than I was. But here's the opportunity. Now I have that. Now I have the freedom machine, and you can too. You can start today. You don't have to be waiting for the moment that something breaks in your life and something stops working and one of your resources dries up, or you are not able to work as much as you would like to, because you can create that security in your life already right now. And if you start today, if you start at the end of August and you create something for yourself in September, and in October you start seeing the results, and in November you get to the level that it was only in your dreams, by December you're creating such a beautiful end of the year, and the start of January 2025 will be completely different than it maybe will be if you don't do anything. This is the opportunity, this is the possibility that you're getting yourself into. You might, I don't know, you might not be six figure earner by the end of 2024, but you might be well on your way. You might be well, on the trainings and getting equipped more and more every day to be that six figure earner maybe in 2025. Who cares? This is going to take a month, two, three, and maybe a year. Who cares that it's going to take time? You know where you could be in 3 years? In 3 years, you could be a millionaire. Just think about that. 3 years ago, where were you 3 years ago? In August 2021. I mean, I was just about to have my baby. If I started with this business in August 2021, when I was expecting my baby, I could have been a millionaire by now. And that's the opportunity. That's the possibility when you start today and you work it out for yourself. And you don't stop yourself because you had bad experiences before and you don't try and you don't believe anymore that you can be a six-figure earner because you had your share of experiences. Well, guess what? Everyone had. There's almost no one in the community I know of that they just started a business as the first thing in their life and they just weren't successful and then they never had a failure and they never had a disappointment and they never gave up on themselves or a business. Everyone has a story like this. Nobody is here just like a first timer creating something, out of white canvas. Everyone has a story. Everyone had their reason not to start. When I'm hearing those stories of people who now earn six figures and they are like third time millionaire, they go like, I didn't know that was possible for me. I had no idea that I could be successful with a business like this because I've tried this, I've tried MLM, I've tried, my own business or whatever, and I was just so disappointed of myself. Don't you want to be living with that disappointment for the rest of your life? Or are you gonna be like all those other successful people and you're gonna say to yourself, well, this is my chance. This is what I'm gonna try my best and I'm gonna make it work. Because if you're committed out of your mind, if you are willing to make it your six-figure machine, then you will. And I'm with you on that because I'm on the mission to make it my six-figure machine. And I'm taking people with me. And I'm creating did I say six? Yeah, six 10K earners in September. Well, that just popped out of me right now. But this is what I'm creating. 10 figure earners. So are you with me? Do you want the information? Say info in the comments and I'll get you the information that you need to start right away. If you have any questions, let me know. What are your concerns? What is still stopping you? What is it that you're doubting? Are you doubting yourself? Are you doubting the process? Are you doubting anyone else, the customers, let me know. What is your thinking? But if you're like me, if you're like, could this be the six-figure freedom machine that I was praying for, hoping for so long? I am creating it this way, and it's gonna be my six-figure freedom machine. The question is right now, I'm in already, like you guys, I'm working my way. Is it gonna be your freedom machine as well? Is it going to be your six-figure earning machine as well? Let me know in the comments. I'm here for you. I'll be cheering you up on the journey and you will be never alone. You have a community of people who are on the very same journey. So let's just do that together. You guys, September is very close. Let's just start right now so we don't lose any time. I'm cheering for you and I'll be here very, very soon again. Take care for now.